let me give you my thoughts on the bill. So this is important because I'm trying to carve out a niche here, conservative movement, as we have at Breitbart News, but I'm trying to do this with the show where I'm not just trying to grandstand and take some sort of extreme line to move the Overton window. I'm trying to tell you exactly how things are, particularly now that we are in power and we have to lead, we have to govern at this point. And you all know my perspective at this point, but we all have reservations if a bill is this size. When you're talking about trillions in spending, we're talking about passing way too many things at once that we wish we could pass individually, like they do in certain states that are functional. It's a place like Tennessee, where you don't see this type of behavior. But when you go through this thing in its entirety, and you're talking about the Iron Dome being funded. You're talking about waste, fraud, and abuse starting to get rolled back from places like SNAP and Medicaid. When you're talking about getting illegal aliens off of Medicaid. When you're talking about getting the border security issues with more ICE enforcement, with more ICE facilities. When you're talking about just complete vast expansions of our own energy sector, we are going to be absolutely thriving when it comes to gas, coal, nuclear, whatever it is, new drilling, new expansions into the Gulf. All of this stuff is really, really amazing. It's amazing stuff. And we did a big event with Doug Burgum and Matt Boyle recently, and another one with Energy Secretary Chris Wright and Boyle. And these guys going through what can be done just to tap our own natural resources to make our economy roar. And a lot of that is in this bill. And we're talking about no taxes on tip, no tax on overtime, expansion of child tax credit, the child savings account. The companies are able to write off more depreciation of some of their infrastructure. Some of this can create an economic boom. Boyle pointed something out to me I thought was really interesting framing on our Breitbart Confidential show that we do, that he was my guest on recently. And he was talking about how if this goes well, if this goes according to plan with this bill, we're going to be shifting the conversation on immigration from illegal immigration, which has been the focal point of my entire adult life, to legal immigration. We can finally talk about who are the immigrants we actually want in this country. What is the exact level of immigrants we want in this country? What would qualify someone to be an appropriate fit for the country? What criteria do we want to put in place? We've never had those conversations because all we can focus on is step one is we got to make sure we're not getting too many border crossers.